I am Major General Hari Kapoor, a veteran of the Indian Army who cannot be separated from a lovely yacht called the Optimist, which is sailed by kids in the age group of 8 and 15 years. This yacht was designed by an American in 1947, came to India in 1975 and never looked back. The world class now has more than 1.5 lakh of optimists. We in India are not far behind. We've got 16 associations which deal with yachting in India, and almost all of them nurture this class. Therefore, our opti sailors have been taking part with confidence and medals in the last 25 or 30 years and making our presence felt. Now I want you to relax and see this video, which is about 20 minutes, to tell you what is all this about. And later on I'll come back to you when the video is about to finish. This is the sketch of the Optimist we are talking about. It's got limited 4 components in detail. You got the hull, which is down below, made of wood, and it's got a mast which is on the right, upright at right angles to it, and it's got a big sail which you see. These are the 3 which are very prominent. Then in the middle of the boat you'll find a board going down. It's called the center board, and towards the stern of the boat, that means the rear of the boat, you see a tiller which gives the direction. Once the yachtsman has to maneuver all these 4 while learning to sail, while racing, and bring the yacht around. Coming once again to the Optimist, it gives you the major dimensions of various things. As you see, its length is about 9 feet plus or minus. Then it's got its weight is about 35 kgs, which youngsters can even 1 or 2, both of them can pick up, and also loaded on top of a car. And the mast can be taken off, folded, and also can be carried on a medium-sized car. So the unloading, the launching, which you'll see in the next video, which is on wheels, is all a kid's affair, and very enjoyable while you are doing it. The kids, when they do all this, they laugh and you joke and do launching.
You're all gonna have to do it. Okay, so your sail's lifting. So you pull the tiller towards you a little bit. There you go. Okay, ready to tack? Remember, behind your back. Ready? Go. Good job! That was really good. So you're keeping sailing, you're looking where you're going. Morgan, when you tack, I want you to try to do a big step across. Okay, try not to go on
నా పేరు మౌనిక. నేను సేలింగ్లో జాయిన్ అయ్యి 1 మంత్ అయింది. నాకు చాలా బాగా వచ్చేసింది.
मुझे सेलिंग में आया तो बहुत अच्छा दिखता है। मेरे फादर भी खुश होते। स्विमिंग जो सीक्रेट सेलिंग के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है और मेरे फ्रेंड्स के साथ स्विमिंग करना मुझे बहुत पसंद है। मुझे सेलिंग सिखाए లక్ష్మి దీది.
ఇక్కడ మాకన్నా పెద్దవాళ్ళు కూడా మాకు మంచి నేర్పించారు. వాళ్ళ వల్లనే మేము సెలెక్ట్ అయినాం సేలింగ్లో.
రవలి దీदी, नापिका दीदी, जीवन अक्का और जानसी अक्का, प्रीति अक्का मुझे सिखाए हैं अच्छे से। टैकिंग जाइब सब सिखाया मुझे अच्छे से। मैं बहुत खुश हूँ उड़बो स्कूल से और वाईसी से। थैंक यू।
My name is Mark Pryke. I'm an international judge with the World Sailing Federation. Today we're out on the water umpiring. This event is broken up into a fleet racing event, the first 2 and the last 2 days, and in the middle we have the team racing, which was incredible fun. It's an outstanding effort that they're putting in, particularly Suhim, in organising the whole event. I haven't seen this many optimists in this part of the world before, ever, and what they did today and the skill levels are quite spectacular. I know where they've come from. I know how they hadn't sailed at all until they came into this sailing school and how they've managed to get to the very high level they're at now. And I know that some of them are actually competing internationally outside of India. So it's a huge credit to their coaches and to the organisers here at the club.
So this monsoon regatta, the performance was fantastic, and we won with Preeti, who's right behind me here. She came number 1 by a huge margin. Then we had Lakshmi, who came in number 5 position, and in number 6 position we had Vaishnavi, and we had Ravali in 7th position. So in the top 7 we have 4 of our girls participating in an open fleet of boys and girls. Some of them are going to be selected to represent India at the Oman International. It just feels absolutely fantastic. The quality which we're trying to inculcate in all these girls is grit and determination. And that seemed to have finally come through after 3 years of working across many championships and lots of training.
My name is Preeti. నేను సెయిలింగ్కి వచ్చినప్పటి నుంచి 3 ఇయర్స్ అవుతుంది. నేను మొన్న 2019 తెలంగాణ ఓపెన్స్లో ఛాంపియన్ అయినా. నా పొజిషన్ ఫస్ట్. 2019 మాన్సూన్ రెగాటా అందులో కూడా ఛాంపియన్ నేనే.
The way the championship was won by Preeti was completely mind-boggling. She won the girls' trophy, she won the overall trophy, beating all the boys and girls, a fleet as large as 59 sailors from across the country in all kinds of weather conditions. All of them braved the winds, irrespective of weather conditions. The higher the wind, some of them were doing very well, despite being very low in weight, some of them.
నా కూతురు పేరు ప్రీతి. ఫస్ట్లో ఆమె అంతలా ఆమె వచ్చింది. రాంగ ఆమెకి ఇష్టమైంది, వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు మంచిగానే చేస్తుందని చెప్తుర్రు. టీచర్లు మంచిగా చూసుకుంటుర్రు, మంచిగా తిండి పెడుతుర్రు, తీసుకుపోతుర్రు, తీసుకొస్తుర్రు, మా ఇంట్లో ఇడిచి పెడుతుర్రు. సార్ వాళ్ళు కూడా మంచిగా చూసుకుంటుర్రు. స్విమ్ సార్ కూడా మంచోడు. నేనైతే చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉన్నా. నా బిడ్డ పేపర్లో వస్తుంది, అందరూ నీ బిడ్డనా అని అడుగుతున్నారు.
I started sailing at the Yacht Club of Hyderabad when I was 8 years old.
I've recently become India's youngest national race officer at the age of 16.
The Yacht Club of Hyderabad had recommended me for this. The race officer's role is to conduct the races fairly for all the competitors. It's a lot of responsibility.
And I look forward to coaching Preeti, Lakshmi and the rest of my team to also become race officers.
I'm really thankful to my club for guiding me through all these years, and they've literally made me what I am right now.
We've gone a complete circle as far as the training of the students we have here, especially these girls. We have a whole fresh batch of almost about 30 or 40 kids from across Hyderabad and across Telangana. The girls behind me, now at the top of the Indian fleet, are training the new girls. They started exactly in the same manner as the girls we're training now are concerned, and now they've become senior in the sport and they are training all at the age of 15.
ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా మా క్లబ్కి నావిక అనే ఒక టీం వచ్చింది. నేనైతే ఏమేమి నేర్చుకున్నానో, ఫస్ట్ నేను ఏమేమి బేసిక్స్ నేర్చుకున్నానో ఎండ్ దాకా ప్రతి ఒక్కటి వాళ్ళకి నేర్పిస్తున్నాం. మేము వాళ్ళని నేర్పించడానికి మేము చాలా బాధ్యత తీసుకున్నాము. వాళ్ళు కూడా మాలాగే ఛాంపియన్స్ కావాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాము. వాళ్ళకి చాలా భవిష్యత్తు ఉన్నది YCHలో.
So this has been one hell of an exercise in terms of perseverance. They have stayed with the sport for the last 3.5 years, and championship after championship, they've come to the top of the Indian fleet now, and it makes us at the Yacht Club of Hyderabad, and all of them, I'm sure, feel very proud about where they stand today. Am I right about that?
Race day 2 saw unsettled weather arrive as predicted, and that jacked up the pressure on the racecourse. Squalls brought wind gusts and shifts and made the waves steeper. It made for some exciting sailing and a bit more of a challenge. Some competitors had experience in big waves and wind, while others had to learn on the go. Let's hear from some of our sailors.
The conditions were quite windy today, and it was quite wavy, and it was pretty hard work. It was pretty nice.
I looked up and I saw a person capsize on a wave on the upwind. So I had to brace myself to get ready for that gust.
You have to hike harder, and you have to bail a lot, and you have to get over the waves nicely. So the waves were really good for me since from the 5th place I came to 1st at the reach mark, but then I lost to Marco. But yeah, otherwise it was all good.
The wind in Antigua, it's always not stop, it's good. But maybe second race is not good. And nice world championship.
Very bad. I have bad start. I sailing today very slow. I must have better start and I must be faster. In Antigua I like waves because are very big. Downwind the best.
Because the gusts was there were bigger waves and we could just go a lot faster, and we were like flying on the reach.
On the reach where I gained like 10 positions because I was going so fast, and yeah, everyone else pretty much gave up.
Sanchez is the head of the international jury here at the OptiWorlds 2019. They are the ultimate arbitrators when there's a conflict that's not resolved on the water.
Most of the time, when they have a problem on the water, for example, they have a collision or they touch a mark, which is forbidden, they solve it themselves. They have the possibility to make turns and solve it. Only when it is something like a situation with 3 boats or coming to a mark or something really, really difficult, like collision with damage, then they come to us.
While the weather conditions should ease back into a normal zone tomorrow, the pressure builds on our racers as it's the last day for them to qualify for the team racing event and for the finals after that.
I hope you enjoyed the video and will help us by creating time and space for your children and maybe grandchildren to come and sail Optimists for the formative years in which they are, 8 to 15 years that I had mentioned earlier. With over 50 years of experience in the Optimist world, I guarantee and assure you that your children and grandchildren, after they have experienced opti-sailing, will be much better, well behaved in the houses, in the academic institutions they go to, and finally in the industrial world as captains of the industry. So, with this assurance, I again emphasize that opti-sailing decision, if you take and help us, you will never regret it.